Bonjour mes amis, and welcome to the Rendezvous de Cajun radio and TV show live from the historic Liberty Theater in downtown Eunice, Louisiana. My name is Angèle Ballard, and I am a park ranger from the Jean Lafitte National Historical Park and Preserve's Prairie Acadian Cultural Center, which is located right next door to this Liberty Theater. We, along with the City of Eunice, the St. Landry Parish Tourist Commission, the Cajun French Music Association, John Guillory Allstate Insurance of Eunice, and the Best Stop Supermarket are all proud sponsors of this show. Which is truly a unique family experience and the only one of its kind. I have a special announcement regarding next weekend. We will be moving this show to the Experience Louisiana Festival, which will be held on the LSUE campus, which is located at 2048 Johnson Highway here in Eunice. So again, the location for the Liberty Theater show will be moved from this Liberty Theater to the LSUE campus for the Experience Louisiana Festival. So we have a very wonderful show this evening with the musical talents of Jackie Caillier, Ivy Dugas, and the Cajun Cousins. Providing your emceeing skills tonight is Ray Landry. So with no further ado, if you will all join me in giving a very warm welcome to our band this evening, Jackie Caillier, Ivy Dugas, and the Cajun Cousins.
Yes, sir. Ivy Dugas and the Cajun Cousins. You know, the month of October, if you love Cajun music, you're going to love the month of October, I tell you. Tous les jours, il y a du musique, il y a un festival Just today, my wife and I just had a chance to go to Jennings this morning at what's that called again, baby? Battle of the Bows. Danny knows the Battle of the Bows in Jennings, fiddling contest. I tell you, those people in Jennings are stepping up to the plate when it comes to Cajun music. They have Battle of the Bows for fiddle players, and then they also have the accordion shootout on the weekend of Mardi Gras. So they're stepping up to the plate, and that's a great deal because it's not only you can see all these wonderful accordion players, you can see these fiddle players as well. We'll talk about that later, Jackie. So I said I wasn't going to talk as much, but you know me, when they stick that microphone in front of my mouth. Let's play some music. Comment longtemps le band joue ensemble, comme une band?
On a commencé dans 87, mais on a joué ensemble avant ça.
Avant ça, it was official.
It was official.
It was official.
It's, yeah.
Well, the band doesn't come from different venues of music, and different backgrounds. How did the band get started? I wanted to ask you that last time y'all played, and I didn't get a chance.
We all knew each other since.
Sure, through the music. But what started? Who came up with the idea and said, why don't we just all get a band together?
We always wanted to play together, but Jackie didn't start playing regular until after his kids got out of high school.
Ok, c'était une bonne idée. Parce que la famille, c'est premier. La famille, c'est premier. La musique, c'est second. Le bon Dieu est premier.
That's right.
But all that stuff comes after that. So, and then after your kids left, you decided to let's play some Cajun music. And so, I know Keith from Carencro area, and then Danny in the corn music from Church Point and stuff like that. So, and Benny, I don't have a clue where he's from, but how did y'all ever get together? And you say, well, look, we need Benny on the fiddle, and we need Danny on the steel guitar, and Keith on the drums, and it's just members of the band that came together after a while, and we decided to play. You remember the very first song you played together? No? It wasn't. Well, whatever it is, Jackie Caillier, Ivy Dugas and the Cajuns cousins are well loved by Cajun music enthusiasts and loved by Ray Lander for sure. I've been enjoying their music for a long, long time. So what we're going to do, we don't have a song list tonight, which is it's not unusual for a professional band like Jackie Caillier. Really, some of the young bands that come up here need a song list, and they're struggling to make the song list, but they got a repertoire of probably about 500 songs that they can do. So what are we doing, Ivan?
Blacktop.
Beautiful song.
We'd like to dedicate this show to a good friend of ours who passed away, and we put him. He's the one that usually sits in that box right there, Mr. Glenn Thibodeau.
Glenn Thibodeau was a sound man here at the Liberty Theater. So you want a great idea. I'm sure he's listening.
Dedicate this whole show to him.
I'm sure he's listening. He's got his he's got his monitor.
With us tonight.
Okay. Cool.
He told me in the graveyard. He says, "I'm gonna go represent my daddy," and he's a man of his word. Thank
Yeah,
you
well,
so
sure.
much.
Good. So what we're gonna do? Let's do another. Allons jouer la musique, hein?
Le chemin de Gravaille. Alors,
Moi, je veux ça. D'après moi, tu étais élevé dessus un chemin de gravois, toi.
Oh, oui, avec la mouille.
Pas comme moi. Pas comme moi.
La poussière tous les jours.
I remember that when I was younger. Of course, I'm giving my age now. I remember when Moss Street was a gravel road. That's a long, long time ago. So naturally, the road I lived on the north side of town was. I don't think they invented pave for a couple of years after that. But that's some wonderful songs, and you can tell it's an experience that you had sur la chemin de Gravaille. Beautiful song. And then, of course, you made sa Black Tot, le chemin de Gravaille.
Now you got a hunt for a gravel road.
For a good road, yes. We look for the gravel roads to be a good road to travel on today. It's a shame. So let's. We're gonna make a song, looking for the gravel road again. So what we doing, Jackie? So tu chantes pas toi? The French blues. Do you sing at all? Do you ever try that? No. Then he said, leave that alone. Oh, is that right? The French blues. C'est le vieux Hathaway two-step aussi, hein? Hathaway two-step, that close. Well, anyway, regardless, they're both beautiful if they're not the same song. It's a favorite for line dancers as well. They used to fill the dance floor with at Belisaires with Caillier. He'd start. I played sometime, but my problem was I could never stop it. So we played it for days. Sometimes they did a line dance until they just fell off the floor. That's all. I said, if you want to play it, I can play it, but I don't know how to stop it. So that's just tough. So what we're gonna do? Let's do one we can stop. I remember hearing that song for the first time and loving it the very first time I heard it. Beautiful song. Has the Cajun Cousins, are y'all headed into the recording studio anytime soon, or are you just gonna... You know, the music industry is kind of tough today. It has changed a whole lot for guys like us up here to record and share the expense of what it costs to do a CD, simply because we don't have the outlets anymore to be able to sell the CDs like we did in the past, where we had stores and people who sold our music for us. You can go online and you can buy one song at a time. C'est triste pour les musiciens. So you're discouraging all of these Cajun bands that used to record once a year or once every 2 years, and they don't do that anymore. The only way that they can pay for a CD that they want to record is to bring it to a venue like this or wherever they play, and people will buy the CD. But in order to cover their expenses, we can't charge those $15 anymore. It's got a little bit more than that. So having said all of that and not making any sense, what...
You made a whole lot of sense, and it's true.
So are we? It's a crying shame that the Cajun Cousins won't consider doing another CD again.
It's not that we're not considering it. We talked about it, and we might do it. We might not.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and one thing good in our favor is that the Grammy. If you're good enough, and you are definitely good enough to win a Grammy, you do like the rest of them. You just triple your price whenever you go play somewhere. And well deserving, because we know that they had some musicians that devoted their entire lives to, as yourselves, your entire lives to Cajun music, and all we have to show for it is a little money every now and then through CD sales. But we might talk about that later. So what are we gonna play?
Flamme d'enfer.
Et Flamme d'enfer. Sure.
Dans le cimetière, et tellement d'âme le coin de la côte, dans le coin de la côte de mon papa.
You know, when I say it every time I'm in front of this microphone, that we got so much talent, you know, west of Lafayette all the way to, actually I can say all the way to Houston, all the way to San Antonio, actually, Cajun musicians that have been transplanted for whatever reason from the center of Louisiana, I guess, or Mamou or Church Point or whatever, like Ivy, you know, probably, I don't know the true story, but pourquoi t'as déménagé et grouillé là-bas, t'as grouillé là-bas, Lac Charles? It was for work.
Ouais, mon père et ma mère étaient là-bas. Mon grand-père m'a élevé, moi, au Caron-Croc.
Il a resté en Caron-Croc, lui?
Ouais, that's why I stayed here, and
oh, okay,
all
cool.
my brothers and sisters moved over there, so.
Cool. You know, we have the, actually, World War II to blame for
a lot of it.
Our culture thriving west of Lafayette, because after the war, we didn't have no place to work. We didn't have the all the veterans came back from the war, and we had not enough jobs in and around the central Louisiana Avenue area, so we had to move to Texas, and Beaumont, Texas, and Orange, Texas, and Houston. But the beautiful thing about it all, we missed our families and had to move over there. But the beautiful part of it, that we took our culture with us. Instead of leaving that culture alone, it thrived because we loved it so much. We brought it over there, and we just taught everybody over there how to play it. So that's how it ended up living and surviving. And still today, so many beautiful musicians still play in that neck of the woods. I have said enough. What are we going to play?
C'est pas ta langue à la dessus, et t'as trop serré. Et c'est pas de pour moi, pourquoi la brigader? Et je connais quoi ça passe, je t'apprends la guitare. À croire dans un moment que je vais l'approcher, et son appel, un amour emprunté, ça fait pour un bout de temps, mais ça va pas durer. En même temps, elle l'a trouvé. Quoi c'est à garder pour un amour emprunté dure pas pour toujours. personne à sa maison pour la tenir collée. Elle sort tous les soirs pour voir quoi peut trouver. Et quand elle se retourne, elle a un autre à son côté. Mais il va pas d'être là. Et quand on va se réveiller, et son appel, un amour emprunté, ça fait pour un bout de temps, mais ça peut pas durer. En même temps, à la trouver, voici sa garde pour un amour emprunté, dure pas pour toujours.
Like dead meat. You know, they have some wonderful, you have such a gift as a songwriter. I got to tell you that I had an opportunity to do some interviews back in the day, one with Shirley Ray when he played with Nokale Young, and also with Adam Hebert when we honored him with one of the awards he received from the CFMA. Adam said that he would get all his ideas because he was a route salesman. I think he sold insurance, and with these ideas about a song would come up to him, and then he'd have to write it down or stop on the side of the road and make sure that he would go home and not to forget the lyrics because it's very easy to do. And then Shirley Ray said, I forgot how he said he came up with some ideas about a song he wrote, but he said as well that he had to write those lyrics down. I remember him saying that so he wouldn't forget them. So, quoi qu'il donne les idées pour écrire une chanson, toi? What gives you those ideas for those beautiful songs?
It just comes. A story will come up, but I got, like you said, I got to sit down and write it right away.
Yeah.
I can.
And then you add the music to it later.
Yeah.
Is what you do. You get the words first,
Yes.
and then you do the lyrics, and then the tunes after that. Cool. You have a gift. I got to tell you, beautiful gift, beautiful. You know, this band here has received every possible award that the CFMA gives out. The Cajun cousins, Jackie Caillier, and the Cajun cousins, those fellows on the side of me, on steel guitar, Mr. Danny Cormier. Next to him, Benny Mueller on fiddle. On the drums back then, Mr. Keith Richard. And of course, the man on the vocals back there, Mr. Ivy Dugas. And the guy behind the accordion, Mr. Jackie Caillier. And they are the Cajun cousins. Como j'ai la sœur. Cool.
L'ennui, c'est un homme qui n'a pas d'amour. L'ennui, c'est un homme qui n'a pas de femme. L'ennui, c'est un téléphone qui sonne jamais. Le saut d'ennui, et après elle me détruit. Mais la musique, plus fort allons s'amuser, allons
ôter le sang d'ennui, le sang d'ennui, et après me détruire. Pas d'amour. La nuit, c'est un homme qui n'a pas de femme. La nuit, c'est un téléphone qui sonne jamais. Le saut d'ennui, et après me détruit. Mais la musique, plus fort à l'amour s'amuser. Sang d'ennui, le sang d'ennui, et après me détruit, et le sang d'ennui, et après me détruit.
I always did like a song like that, that little one-step beat, and I've seen that beat get more dancers in trouble. You know, it's inviting. It's an inviting beat, but it's kind of tough to dance to if you don't have that little 1-3 step, whatever. So the dancers will say, "Oh man, I like that. Let's go dance." And then once it's up there, it's like, "Oops." I remember last time I tried to dance that, ended up in the same situation. You know, there's a bunch of things happening here at the Liberty Theater. Of course, you're listening to the wonderful music tonight of Jackie Caillier, Ivy Dugas, and all his Cajun cousins. And then you heard Angel say a while ago that if you come here next Saturday, you're going to be by yourself, Sha. Everything's going to happen at LSUE. They're having that Louisiana Festival, and this is the first annual Louisiana Festival that's going to be happening actually from the 17th through the 19th of next weekend. Then after that weekend, on October the 24th, Jesse Leger is going to be here. I spoke to him on the phone this morning from New York. He said he was coming back home for a little while. And October the 31st, JoJo Reed and the Happy Hill Zydeco Band will be here. And November the 7th, the Cajun Stompers Band, and also the second band that night, Les Petites Femmes, is going to be playing. And November the 14th, Harry and Lisa Tronjon Family Band. On November the 21st, Les Bonsons and the Shoepick Cajun Band will be playing. That's November the 21st. On November the 28th, the Liberty Theater welcomes the Bon Ami Cajun Band. And Kenneth Benoit and the Gravel Road Band will be performing that night as well. On December the 5th, Jamie Berzas and Cajun Traditional will be performing here at the Liberty Theater. And December the 12th, Matthew Ewing and his All-Star Band will be here. That's December the 12th. December the 19th, Forrest Huval Christmas Show. And of course, for Christmas, we don't have a show here at the Liberty Theater. Starting again on January the 2nd, we all wait for that day. Hank Williams Sr. tribute. Reserve seating is already taking place It's a packed house. I know they fill up the upstairs and the downstairs, and this will be happening on January the 2nd. January the 9th, Richard Miller and the Musical Playboys will be here. And the next night they're going to have a performance here at the Liberty Theater is January the 23rd. After that, Ryan Simo and Acadien. And then, actually, that takes us all the way to January. So some wonderful bands and wonderful music coming up here to the Liberty Theater. So please make plans to come here every Saturday. Beautiful Cajun music like you hear tonight. So what we're going to hear next? Jackie Caillier and the Cajun Cousins with Ivy Dugas will be at the La Poussière tomorrow, starting at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock till 6, 2 to 6 at the La Poussière. Let me tell you about the La Poussière. They outlasted them all, Sha. The La Poussière outlasted them all. It's a wonderful old-fashioned Cajun dance hall, almost right in the middle of Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. It's a smoke-free event. It's a beautiful place. It's just like stepping back in time, listening to old traditional Cajun music and dancing on that wonderful wooden dance floor. I'm going to collect from
Lawrence. Yeah.
from Lawrence tomorrow when I
We
go.
got a big anniversary coming on November the 14th.
And what's going to happen on November the 14th?
Be celebrating their 60th year.
His 60th year at La Poussière. You talk about Lawrence.
That is.
The place is open.
That the
60
place has
That's great.
been there
That's
for
great.
60 years. Yeah.
And you know, his dad started Ove started the dance hall some years ago, and the Patin family still holds on to heart to that tradition. And it's such fine folks, and the CFMA has to be so thankful for those people because they open the door for all of our events at La Poussière. We thank them for sure. So, in fact, we're going to do the next song. I hope it was not a sad song. We're going to do one for Lawrence Patin, Judy, and Nicole, and all those fine Patins at La Poussière Cajun Dance Hall. What are we going to do?
Moi j'essayais, je suis découragé. Mon tour va venir un jour. Mon tour va venir un jour. Fais pas rien quand c'est fait. Moi j'essayais de faire m'aimer. Mon tour va venir un jour. My turn's gonna come someday. It ain't no matter what you do. I tried and tried to keep you satisfied. My turn's gonna come someday. Mon tour va venir un jour. Fais pas rien quand c'est dit. Bon, j'ai essayé de faire m'aimer. Mon tour va venir un jour.
Here we go again with that 1-3-step little beat. You know, we were talking a while ago about what inspires you to write a song. There are different songwriters out there, and most of them use true life experiences. So you had to think about that last song. Adam Mayberry wrote that song. Tu peux go ahead et coutsailler, mais mon tour va venir un jour. You can go ahead and fool around, but my day's going to come one day. So
I wonder what inspired him to say.
that's what I was just thinking when he was singing there. I said, what you think? He must have just saw somebody else fooling around and gave him the idea about the song. So we actually had a request, somebody that wants to hear Belton Richard's song. Un autre soir ennuyant. On peut faire ça pour lui?
We can do that.
Okay, cool. We have to change accordions.
Yeah, but we'll start it anyway.
That's okay.
C'est un autre soir ennuyant. Et toi, t'es pas là. Les larmes après tomber, moi je braille toute la journée. C'est un autre soir ennuyant. Le soleil a presque couché. Et moi je vais m'ennuyer. Les larmes tombent dans mon cœur. C'est ça qui fait peur. C'est une autre soir ennuyant. Le soleil a presque couché. Et moi je vais m'ennuyer. Les larmes tombent dans mon cœur. C'est ça qui fait peur. C'est une autre soir ennuyant. C'est une autre soir ennuyant. Après tomber, moi je braille toute la journée. C'est une autre soir ennuyant.
Ah, c'est joli ça. Beautiful song. You know, Jackie, everybody was inspired by someone, especially in Cajun music, had his favorite artist. And I know you're a great lover of Walter Mouton's music, but is that the guy that you said when you woke up one morning and said, look, I'm going to learn how to play the accordion, I'm going to sound just like this guy here, I want to sing like him? Him. So Ivan did it for you. Well, that's great. That's great. Really? That's who did it. How we doing? It's a small world. And how long, comment longtemps tu joues la musique, Ivy?
Depuis j'ai 11 ans.
So how many years that makes, though? I don't know how old you are. Huh?
54 years.
Wow, 54 years. Because, you know, he played with some wonderful musicians. He played with Phil Menard. He played with Cheryl Cormier. I'm probably going to miss somebody. Of course, I started
Joe
Bonzo.
For 20 years.
Joe Bonzola and the Orange Playboys. Wow, that's right, too.
I was actually on all his early recordings.
Right, back in the day, you were playing the steel?
I started drums.
Started on the drums, and that's where that's where you first saw him on the box.
Mm-hmm.
On the box, and then, and then, okay, great. But he played with a lot of wonderful Cajun musicians. And what about you? You played with Jackie Caillier.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
but I'm talking about him.
I was playing with Joe Bonzo at the Circle Club in Vinton, and it wasn't nothing to have 1,000 people there on a Saturday night.
Isn't that something?
It was unreal. And we had a wedding dance one night, and Jackie was underage actually, but he came in there and they let him in, and we let him sit in. And you know what? From that time on, I said, one day I'm going to be playing with him.
Yeah, and you were right too. You're right too. So you had a big influence on him. That's great. So what we're going to do, Jackie?
The mountain.
Okay, the montagne.
Données une montagne et si haut pour grimper et passer toute ma vie essayer de la monter. À ce que je suis ici, je suis peur de glisser. Je grimpe pas sur la montagne, mais je suis pas tomber. Espérer pour moi, rêver tous les rêves que j'avais rêvé. Je grimpe au-dessus la montagne et je suis pas tombé.
You know, every time I hear that song, it makes me think about my grandmother back in the day because that was the very first time I heard that il m'a donné une montagne pour grimper. Elle a dit 5 fois, je dis, le bon Dieu aujourd'hui, il m'a donné une montagne pour grimper. Mountain to climb. She was having some hard luck and it was a hard time climbing, but she had to climb that mountain. A beautiful, beautiful song. Je crois juste les Cajuns, ça use ce mot, c'est pas un mot usé dans la France, peut-être le Canada, c'est un mot de les Cajuns. Moi, je connais pas pour sûr, mais ça peut se faire pour sûr. What are we doing? We just climbed that highest mountain, so what are we going to do now?
We're going to go to the dance.
All right, that's cool.
Qui l'aime longtemps. Moi je connais tout l'amour j'ai eu pour toi. Regarde Happy, comment j'aime laisse cotiser ma belle.
music can move mountains. Actually, how about a hand for our dancers right there? Listen. Hold on a second. Excuse me. I tell you what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna play something we called un petit bout. Just for you. We're gonna play that. I know you're tired. So it seems that he can dance by himself. So we're gonna let him go by himself. There you go, baby. I love it. I love it. Isn't it great? If that don't make your heart sing, nothing will, I guess. What we gonna do? We're getting close, so we're gonna
do the last waltz.
Mais ça va pas être la dernière valse parce que on a le temps qui reste. De tout.
Ce sera peut-être la dernière valse. On va jouer two step après ça.
T'as bien dit, ouais. Allons faire-les.
Tout le monde a pu s'élever pour s'en aller. Le band a pris jouer la dernière valse. Dernière valse depuis pour ce soir. On va se loin demain au soir dans un autre plat. jolie fille, j'aimerais te dire comment t'as que moi j'apprécie. Ma danse, petite fille, tu m'as sauvé. On va se rejoindre demain au soir, puis on va danser.
Caillier, I did Dugas, the Cajun Cousins. Danny Cormier on steel guitar. Keith Risher on drums. Kenny Muir on fiddle. Of course, Harvey Dugas on bass and vocals. And the man himself on the accordion, Mr. Jackie Caillier. Don't forget, next Saturday there won't be no dance here at Liberty Theater.